welcome back to another video review. Furious Figures here. Today we're going to be reviewing the new retro Marvel Legends Ghost Rider. This is a really cool figure. It's been released a couple of times before. It came in a rider set with a motorcycle, which is prices up the ass right now, but a lot of people that weren't able to acquire that rider set or were late in the collecting game or just totally missed out on it, they have their chance to get themselves a Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider here, especially in the retro cardback, which I think is really cool. I'm okay with not having the motorcycle. I've seen other people do badass customs with the Punisher bike, which is a really awesome substitute for the Ghost Rider. I've seen people do some pretty awesome also customizations and modifications to the Bat Cycle here. Yeah, I like the Bat Cycle, but then I recently saw another modification where they just kind of give it a little paint job and add some effects to this other Bat Cycle here. And although these DC bikes do scale a little larger, they actually work. They're totally cool. So here we've got the new retro release Ghost Rider. Let's go over the packaging right quick. So it's inspired by the original packaging from Toybiz of 1996, I believe. Yeah, 1996. So we're gonna give it just a little comparison here. I've got myself a armored Johnny Blaze here, and the cards are very similar, just different text, of course different size as well. This is a lot thicker material, and of course it's catering to a 6-inch figure rather than a 5-inch figure. So I'm a retro guy. When this Ghost Rider came out, I thought, okay, it looks cool, maybe I'll get it. I was on the fence on getting it for a little bit, but the more I saw it, the more one day I just, you know what, just gave me the Ghost Rider. Because at one point, like many of us, maybe we did want that rider set, but I'm not about to pay over $120, $130 for that set, so I'm okay with this one. This is cool, especially after the failed HasLab Robbie Reyes, which I'm glad that you have those fans not funded that, because that was just, it was definitely a cash grab on Hasbro's side. Like, give me a break, like, no, just no. Anyway. It was no Hiss tank with all those badass tears, but anyway, that's not the Ghost Rider people wanted, obviously. So, of course, the card, and here's the figure. Let's go over the accessories right quick. So, just some modifications to the accessories. We've got a flamed chain whip here. I've actually already changed his hands because I don't like the stock trigger hands that they always set us up with, and I don't think I've ever seen Ghost Rider with a gun, so these hands are pretty pointless. Of course, he comes with these two of them, and these are the ones that are preset on the figure. I just went ahead, opened it up, and changed them out because I'll probably never use these hands. He comes with now the typical flame effects that come with a lot of the new figures today, like Wanda, the Villain's Wave, Dormammu, a couple of other figures. So we're going to get a lot of repeat of these, kind of like the way the X-Men Legends got that ring with the little bubbly orb things, which just really sucked. And the Johnny Blaze head sculpt here. So people have been using this for like Human Torch and a couple of other kid bashes for their Marvel Legends. So cool, it gives you a wide variety of different uses for this head, so that's pretty neat. So we're going to go over what's really cool and what's really shitty about this figure. Not too many shitty things, several cool things, but like every figure out there, there's some pros and cons. So first off, what I really like is the suit. I really like the way they did the colors on this one. The blue Ghost Rider iteration was pretty cool, but I do like this black and gray. The boots are awesome. The jacket works. The skeleton effects really neat. Now what I don't like is that as soon as I plopped it out of the case, the waist twist here has that just nasty spacing. It doesn't look very aesthetically pleasing, but it's just another reused body mold. That's another little shitty thing about it. Another shitty thing about it is that the elbows, the shoulders don't really go up too far because the jacket here, or the shoulder pad in a sense, blocks it. So in order to get a higher arm range, we got to use the deltoid swivel, throw the shoulder back a little bit more. There we go. Now we can make it look like it's raising his arms a little higher. So just like all the other Marvel Legends everywhere else, reuse body mold, you're going to get the same articulation as you did with the other previous releases. Double jointed elbows, wrist rotation, hinge. Another thing I don't really like about this figure is the neck is just it. The head's just on a stiff neck joint with a ball peg on top. No bend, no articulation, no swivel, no up and down range of motion. But its head in itself, I guess because there is spacing there, you do get some type of upward look. You do get some downward look. Of course, you don't. You could do a 360, but his head's gonna spin kind of upward because the flame effects here get in the way. It's great that we have jaw articulation. We better have gotten jaw articulation for the most part. The wraparound chain is really neat. Thigh swivel or hip rotation, really, because your thighs anatomically do not swivel. Typical double jointed knees. Sometimes you would think that with some of the price hikes and progress of the body molds, you'd get those pinless joints, new joints, and just new buck mold, whatever. But that's Hasbro for you. They're gonna bank on all their body molds. Like, I think they finally retired that shitty Bucky cap mold that they would always put Cyclops on. I hated that. So when they finally came out with that retro figure animated series Cyclops, finally they gave Cyclops a damn good body mold. Now that's a pretty good figure. There's a slight modification on the visor because some people have had some issues with it. So I like the boots here. The cool silver on the buckle there. Maybe me just being a little nitpicky. It could have been some cool silvering right here on the buckle for the ankle. But it's a solid figure. It stands great. It poses awesome. What I don't like about these skeleton hands, though, of course one's open, so you're not going to be able to grab anything, but the handle here is very loose. So you're not going to be able to position the chain in a desired position if you're going to be posing out Ghost Rider a certain way. So if I want to pose him out like he's flicking the chain back, getting ready to whip, we got to adjust the arm a little bit. Technically it'd be like this because it's gaining momentum to go forward. So we have to kind of, maybe if we put it in between his fingers. I haven't tried that yet. No, it's still gonna fall forward because there's just too much weight from the flame effect here. But yeah, you see, I just don't. That sucks. The chain's just gonna hang, and it's not even gonna look right. Okay, there we go. Stepping forward, articulate the ankle. Cool. Now you got a Ghost Rider like he's just about to throw the whip. You want to put him just in a simple standing pose, or I kind of like this little pose here, a little laxed pose. Put the chain over his back. You're about to get the what is it? The stare of penance, the penance stare. Hey, you. Talking to you, kid. So those are things that I like. Those are the things that I don't like. Like I said, shoulders waist. Not so much of a grip on this flaming skeleton hand, but for the most part it is a really awesome figure, and you can modify or get any real motorcycle, any other motorcycle that you want to use for it. So, and just like all the other legends, they scale almost the same with all the other legends, obviously. So just a couple little comparisons. Now that looks about right. You would think that the turtles, you know, based on their height, anywhere between 5'3" and 5'6", 5'7", you would think Ghost Rider's a little taller than 5'10" or so, so that looks cool. I really like my Big Bad Toy Store Undercover RAF exclusive. A Super 7 Casey Jones. Now it's cool because you would think that the Super 7 figures are somewhat larger in scale to most figures, but if you see that right there, they almost scale very, very similarly. Got SH Figure Arts Mikey. Of course, as you can tell, I'm also a turtle guy. Retro, Turtles, Masters of the Universe, that's what I typically go hard on. Hard on. There we've got the Mezco Wolverine comparison. To the Ghost Rider. And one more. Oh, another favorite figure of mine that I still haven't gotten around to reviewing. The new classified G.I. Joe Zorana. God, she is a great figure. She is awesome. Lady J was my first favorite G.I. Joe favorite female figure. Zorana just bumped right up. So, and she actually scales well and looks good right next to the Ghost Rider here. Maybe a couple of kid bashes, we could have a female Ghost Rider in a sense. And of course, Zartan, so looks like Ghost Rider could be possibly a Dreadnought. And just to show you guys real quick, in case you don't already have this figure, let's just switch out the head there. And you see, that's I don't really care for that. It's just that, I guess because it's the spine and no other flesh there, I just don't like the spacing. I don't care too much to keep the Johnny Blaze transformation head on there. So we're just gonna leave it like this, and this is gonna be my Ghost Rider all the time. I don't care for the other flame effects either, because, well, he's already got the flame effects in his hands. You don't really need, I don't think you need these other flame effects either. In a way, I think they're a little useless, unless you just want to put some flame effects on his arms. I don't know if you can put flame effects on his... Oh, there you go, whatever. Just add some fire like he's just... like he's blazing up all over. So from a retro standpoint, yeah, I like it, especially because of the card back. So typically I keep these in card, but I really wanted to check this Ghost Rider out and test him out with a few other motorcycles, bikes, and whatnot. I do want a Ghost Rider figure to display. I can always get another Ghost Rider figure and keep that one mint on card. So that concludes this review. Hope you all enjoyed it. Ghost Rider is now released. I don't think you'll find this figure at Walmart or Target. You'll find them like at GameStops and your local comic book shops and stuff like that. So, and especially some online retailers. So keep an eye out for it. So if you missed out on a Ghost Rider, this is your chance to get one, especially if you're not going to get that Rider set. Personally, I do like it, despite the little issues that I do have with it. It's a cool figure. Mezco is going to come out with another badass Ghost Rider too, but that one's going to be about $250, and it does come with a badass motorcycle. But that's Mezco quality compared to Hasbro quality. It's all subjective. We all collect differently. So, hey, whatever you like. I'm sure you guys seen other reviews on the Ghost Rider and gotten people's opinions. And a lot of reviewers out there are just, they're going to give Hasbro all this credit when, let's be real sometimes, you know? Come on. This is where our opinions come in. And that's why you guys watch these videos, to see, okay, well, I see what they're talking about. I get that. I can overlook that certain issue, or you know what? It's a good figure. I'll try it out. So thanks again, and catch you guys on the next one.